Okay, let me see. The time is so fast today. Just now I was looking at the time that it was 2 p.m. and I didn't even know that time was gone. Okay, all right. So today is. Oh, I'm seeing my people joining on Instagram. Okay, welcome, welcome. It's not 4 o'clock yet, but I just decided to come online on time so that I can say a big thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Especially to those who joined from day one till now. I want to say thank you. So I'm live on YouTube. YouTube people, sorry about yesterday. You were not able to watch day two. I apologize. We had technical issues, but we are here today. So I want to say thank you to those who have joined since day one. You have been joining the Ruby Live show since Monday. Today is Wednesday. I want to say thank you. And to the people who sent me a heartwarming feedback, I love you because sometimes when you're doing something and you don't know the impact you're having, you feel like, okay, am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? Are people really enjoying it? Is this making sense? And because I just wanted to do this, I did not know that you enjoy it, at least not even on the second day. But from the word go, you've already started sending me feedback saying that you watched everything from beginning to the end. Wow, thank you. And I love that you have been learning. Okay, so thank you for that. I appreciate you. If you have joined in already, I would like to meet you. This is the reason why the Ruby Live show is for you, to meet you, to get to know you. Let's know each other. I want to know my class member. I want to get to know you, where you are, what state you are, what country you are, your name, your business name, and if you are enjoying the show. Okay, so I'll wait for you to introduce yourself. And the good thing about this live show is that you can actually see your fellow creative right there in the comment, and then you can also network with them, and let's just form a community instead of just coming here to just watch me. You can check out the comment section and then network with each other. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you for asking. I'm good. We have a lot of work on our hands, but I'm fine. We are working on a wholesale job, but we are good. We always make our time to come out here because I've made a commitment and I need to show up. So, how are you? How are you? How is business from your end? How is it going? How is it going? Let me see. Okay, yesterday I read out my introduction that I wrote in a book, and I'm still going to read that introduction today. And I'll keep reading it from my book until I'm able to master it. But please let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, just to be sure I'm not talking to myself. My YouTube people, are you online? I can see you. Yes, I can see you. Okay, you can hear me on TikTok. That's on TikTok. Oh, great. Can you hear me on Instagram? Can you hear me on YouTube? Just to be sure that um, I know TikTok people have said, okay, Gifted Noble says she can hear me. Okay, great. And thank you for joining in on time. So people will still be like, he's not here for, but you're already here. And thank you for coming on time. I appreciate you a lot. And I'd like to say before I read out my intro, please, yesterday nobody told me how my intro sounds. Okay. Today I'm going to read that intro again. Let me know how it sounds. Okay. So are we ready? If you're ready, let me know so I can read my intro. Ignore the machine sound in the background. Don't worry, we're fine. As long as you can hear me, right? Okay, so let me read that intro to you quickly so that we can dive into the plan for the day or the lessons for the day. Okay, so intro coming up, intro coming up. I don't know why I'm laughing. Maybe because I'm reading this from a book, but with time I'll get used to it. Okay, so hello, queens and kings. I don't know if we have kings right here, but hello to you. Welcome to the Ruby Live Show, the Crown and Conquer edition. My name is Adiola Rachel Agbano. I'm first a lover girl. That's who I am. I'm a headwear instructor and a life transformational coach. Did I just say transformational coach? Okay, I'm a coach who have trained over 50,000 women across my 5 social media platforms. And I've done this through the Alluredbyruby brand, which is the Alluredbyruby Headwear School. I have shared my trainings, my business, and personal stories on leading Nigeria's media and global platforms like DW, Afrimax, and the British Millinery Association. This space has been created to bring you top notch headwear training, help you master the skill, and transit you into generating sustainable income. And that is my intro. Let me know how it sounds. I'll keep working on it. I'll try to master it. I'll try to master it so I can read it off head so that it sounds more interesting. But that's what I have written as my intro for the Ruby Live Show, and I hope you like it. So the Ruby Live Show is going to be in two segments, like you already know. Okay, the first segment is going to be the crown segment, which is where I'm going to be teaching you headwear making designs, techniques, skills, and how to just help you get better in this headwear making skill. Okay, now the second segment is basically the conquer segment where I come here and share my stories, my experience, my expertise, just to help you win generally as a person. So let me know how that intro went. And I can see my people joining here on Instagram. Please, if you're just joining in, let me know where you are joining in from. I can see Queen from Tanzania. No wonder I said hello, Queen, because I actually have a Queen here on TikTok that is watching me right now. Thank you, Queen from Tanzania. Thank you for watching. Okay, so to the first segment, which is the crown segment, today I'm going to show you a headwear design that we're actually making for one of our wholesalers. And I love that design so much. I'm just going to explain the concept around that design and see if I can just show you something quick uh, as a tip in making that particular headwear. Are you with me? Are you ready? If you're ready, please let me know if you are. I'm just juggling between 3 platforms streaming live, which is not easy, but I'm trying to do it effortlessly, trying to make you see that okay, I'm trying my best. I'm not trying to show you my struggle, but actually it's a lot, but we're doing it. So I have this right here. I'm sure you must have been seeing this on my page on Instagram, Facebook. I need you to pay attention right here. Can you see? I'm going to be turning this mannequin around because of the different angles of my phone. So just bear with me as I'm moving it. Can you see how it looks like? This is nice, beautiful. Take a look at it. Right? So this looks very nice. So this is the Senegalese Zaraka. And I never knew about this design until my client sent it to me. And she said she wants me to make it for her. And I was wondering, how on earth am I going to achieve this design? And one thing that helped me in achieving this design is that I practice a lot. And if you are a headwear designer and you are still running away from spending your money just to do random practice, this is something you should think about, because all those materials that you are spending money on is not a waste of money. I'll repeat, it is never a waste of money. It can never be a waste of money, because what you are learning, the mistakes that you are making, is going to pay off at the end of the day. So when this person sent me this design, I just started thinking about all the research that I have made, all the attempts that I have failed, and everything started coming together. And I just said, okay, let me practice some more. I was very honest. That's another thing that you should learn if you're going to last long in business. Honesty, integrity is key. You need to learn how to say the truth. Okay, you need to learn how to say the truth. If you have not tried it before, just say it. At least being honest does not kill, right? But you can say that if you don't mind, I can go practice and show you a sample of whatever I come up with, if that's okay by you. And many of them just said, okay, that's fine, that's okay, you can try it out and let's see how it goes. And that was it. So I need to move this camera. Please pardon me. I want to move this here so that the people on Instagram can see me very well. Okay, so if you can see me, let me know. All right, great. Okay. Oops. Okay. So I told them and they said, okay, that's fine. And then I did several attempts until I was able to come up with this. And this has been one of our best seller ever since. People love it. And we started upgrading from there. We got better at it, came up with several measurements, and we started upgrading. And we keep upgrading, and we are still upgrading it as we speak. So now, what I wanted to say again was that you can actually use any fabric, any fabric that is not light, like that is not chiffon, that's not like very soft, to achieve this design. Now, I cannot give you all the details right now because I won't be able to be moving my phones and the laptop to the machine. But I'm hoping that we'll have a day where we can have like a real practical day where I can show you how to create things from start to finish, how to sew, how to weave, how to finish. But one thing I want you to understand is that when you find a difficult design like this particular one that I'm holding right here, what can help you is what you have as a background or as basic. And for those people who are running away from basic, that's not going to work because you need to go back to becoming like a beginner and go back to the basics, because the basics will help you and save the day. So now I'm enjoying the reward of this right now because I've done the work. We're still doing the work, but I'm enjoying it. Now I have my, where's that? Just hold on. Where is the second one? Okay, that's it. Please, can I have it? The black one there. I just wanted to show something. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So, for those who are wondering, what do I have inside the pipes? Wondering what I have here. You can check my YouTube channel. I have a tutorial where I dropped the step by step. Yeah, I think that will help. Yes, and look at it. This rose part right here. In case you're wondering what I have here, you must have seen this design a lot. So I have crinoline. Let me just show it to you so you can see. So when you go to my page on YouTube at Alluredbyruby, you're going to see how I made this cap. So I think I need to put this on the mannequin and place it behind me so that you can just be seeing it. Hold on. Can you stay here? Okay. I want the people on TikTok to see what I have here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I know the people on Instagram and YouTube can see this right here. Okay, great. So what I have inside the rose is here, this rose here, right here. I have crinoline here. So you can check out my YouTube channel to see how I made it. Okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate a quick one here and leave you to ask questions if you have one for me. But I cannot answer all of them here. I'll need you to go back to my YouTube channel at Allured by Ruby, so that you can watch the full tutorial. Okay. So this is how it is before creating the rose. It's open, and I have two pipes per piece. Two pipes per piece. Okay, two pipes per piece. And you're going to join the pipes to the base right here and leave the rest to create your rose. So I'm just going to demonstrate this for you to see. So you get your needle and thread, and then you just create a rose. So this is it. I pick the tip and then I start to gather from the edge right here. Gather all the way down. Please, I want to ask a question for my TikTok people. Please, if I know the answer, I will not be asking. When someone joins your live video and they are requesting to join live as a guest, what does it mean? Is it that they want to be watching the live? They want me to be seeing them too, or they want to say something? I'm curious. I'm seeing several people requesting to join my live as a guest. I just want to be sure so that I can know your intention really. Okay, so mm, so this is my rose. I'm going to pull it. So you pull the rose, pull it all the way down. They want to talk. Okay, they want to talk when by, but we cannot have two people talking at the same time. I'm the one teaching here, and we have not giving anyone the opportunity to, or is there any benefit when they join me and they talk? Please enlighten me. They want to say something. Okay, they can as well just type. I can see it and respond. Maybe ask questions. Okay, and they can send a message. I can see I can see their messages just the way I'm seeing your responses and I'm responding. The reason why I don't think I want to accept that is because I feel it's going to be chaotic, right? And attention can go off the trainer to the person that is asking the question. That's just what I think. So if you have any questions, please you can just drop it for me and I'll see it and definitely respond. Okay, so this is what you have right here. You have your, you can even leave this like a ruffle. So instead of having your rose by the side here, you're going to have like the ruffles around this part. So you can play around it. But I will need you to go watch that video on my YouTube channel so that you can see the details. So I'm creating, it's a little bit difficult for me to be doing this right now on the screen, but I'm just trying to carry you on along. Okay, so creating my rows. Can you see creating the rows right there? And then I'm going to tack the rows down. So that I'm just doing this so you can know that there's actually no magic to it. It's just technique and skill. So when I'm done, I'm just going to tie my knots under. So this is my first rose. Can you see it? This is the first rose. Okay. So I'm going to repeat the same process for the second rose. Just exactly the same way. You start from the tip right here. So all of these designs that we make in our studio are the designs that our students are going to learn come January. And I've not started talking about that yet because registration has not started, right? So if you want to learn physically from Alluredbyruby, by January 2026, we're opening up our doors for people who want to come and learn. I'm going to be sharing more details later in the year. I just don't want to draw more on it. But just so you know, these designs are best learned physically. If you can find your way, or you are in Ibadan, if you're in Ibadan, oh, you will not want to miss the opportunity. 3 months of hands-on trainings that you can come and see all these designs all by yourself. But as you are online, you are also learning, right? So you don't feel left out. That's why we are having this show so that we can carry you along to see what we are making and what we are learning as well. So I'm done with the second rose actually. So please look out for the information. I'm going to be sharing more details later this year. So if you have a loved one that wants to come and learn how to make headwear physically, January is the time for them to start making plans. So can you see this is the second design? Sorry, second rose. Second, yes, it's still design now. Second rose that I've done. And then by the time I flip this up, I flip this pipe up, flip up, and then you're going to have a very nice looking car. Can you see? Hmm. So it's looking more like this is not done, but you can already see the resemblance between the one I'm holding and this one that I have right here. You can see that, right? Great. So that is how I've been able to come up with this idea and concept. So what you want to do for me now is to head to my YouTube channel and go and see how I made this design. It's my gift to you. You can see how I made it. You can make it for yourself, make it for your clients, make it for your loved ones. Just go and learn because that's the goal. I want you to keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Okay? All right, great. So now that I'm done with that, if you have any question for me, please let me know. Today we're not going to be spending a very long time because we have a lot of work to do. And sure, I'm going to take your questions shortly before we move on to the next segment, which is the conquer segment. And it promises to be interesting. So far, we have come to the end of the crown segment. Please, if you have questions for me, now is the time. So let me see. Okay, so if you're just joining in, thank you for joining, and I hope that you will watch the replay. For those who have been missing the replay, they have been watching it and dropping their their review and their feedback, and I appreciate that a lot as well. Okay, great. So if you don't have any questions for me, let's move on to the Conquer edition. So let me take this aside. We are done with headwear. So now let's talk. Sis to sis, queen to queen. Let's talk. Okay, are we good? So can we move on? Yes, we can, obviously. Yeah. And I hope you enjoyed that. So I've given you a tip of the kind of design that you can make for your clients and make a lot of money from. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. So now that we have come to thank you for what you do to us. You're welcome. That's for Albert. Albert, where are you joining in from? I'd like to know because you're the first person responding to me on YouTube, and I appreciate that a lot. So tell me where you are joining in from. So we're moving on to the Conquer edition of the Ruby Live Show, and I would like to do a quick recap of what we talked about on Monday yesterday before I go into what we are talking about today. Okay, quick one. On Monday, which is September 1st, we talked about why building your life around your business will do you a lot of harm. Okay, why it is not good for you to build your life around your business. And yesterday, I went ahead to talk about what I currently enjoy now that I build my business around my life. Okay, and I went ahead and listed all the some, not all, some of the things that I enjoy now that I'm in charge. Okay, now that I've taken control of my business and I'm building it to suit the life that I want to live now. And that same yesterday, I asked the question and I said, how do you know how would you know what you want in life? Because there was a question I asked on Monday. I said you should ask yourself the big question, which is what kind of life do you want? Because that is what will help you build your business around your life. And then the question now came yesterday again in another form, which is how do I know what I want in life? So that means if you cannot find a question, if you cannot find a response to the big question, which is what do you want in life, then you're probably asking how. How then do I know what I want in life? And that brings me to today's talk, which is finding your purpose in life. I know that this topic has been talked about for as long as I remember. Finding your purpose in life is a big question, and sometimes it is sad that not many people find their purpose in life before they leave. It is a very crucial question that you should ask yourself, that you must ask yourself. You should ask yourself every single day, what is my purpose? What am I meant to do? Why am I created? What do I even want? Okay? And I would like to say that if you are asking yourself that question, there's nothing absolutely wrong with you. It means you are fine, you are well, you are okay, because you should actually be asking. If you are not asking, that means something is actually wrong. I did. Who has a power bank? Okay, I need an extension here. I need to plug this in. Okay, so you should be asking that question. You must ask that question. So I'll go ahead to say that finding purpose for me, huh, it was like it was something I was not thinking about. I just stumbled on it. And from my own understanding, everything and everywhere is a training ground. That is what I believe. And how you pull through is a pointer to what you should have done or what or who you really are. So I'll repeat that. Everything and everywhere is a training ground. And how you pull through is a pointer. Take it through like this. It is a pointer to what you should have done, what you should be doing, or who you really are. I will go ahead and explain that shortly. Just give me a moment. So take 1 minute to ruminate on that. I need to just keep this charged so that it does not go off, so that my TikTok people will not say, what is going on? Nothing is going on. We're just trying to ensure that you are still here. Okay, great. Now I'll give you an example. I'll always give you examples, something that is relatable so you can know that I know what I'm talking about. It was not my plan actually to start taking up a lot of responsibility at a very early age. This was something that I just grew up into, and then it became automatic for me to start taking responsibility, not just for myself, but for my family as well. Now, imagine someone who started taking up responsibility. And when I say responsibility, I mean a very big one at that, because it was like, if you don't do it, nothing is going to happen. Like, I literally had to grow up very fast because of the things I was seeing back then, and I did not want to see them. Like, I just wanted to do something about it. I wanted to just be that person that can step in. I wanted to be that person that can encourage the people around me, encourage my mom, encourage my siblings, tell them it's okay, tell them not to worry, tell them everything is going to be fine, and then actually go out and do something and bring something home just to show them that you see, I told you everything will be fine. And that started at the age of 14. It was not planned. Now, some people will say, like, how did you now channel that to be like your purpose in life? I'm not saying suffering is my purpose in life, because we went through a lot, but how you pull through, how you overcome that challenge, how you respond to it is actually a pointer to what you should be doing and what your purpose is in life. Now, let me bring it back home. For those that will still see, they'll be like, what is she saying? What is she saying? At that point, even at a very young age, because of what I went through, I made up my mind, like, first of all, let me not even talk about the people around me, the people that I'm seeing. Let me talk about myself. So when you hear purpose, people think it's about you doing something very big, ginormous, gigantic, something for someone, for people, showing up. People saying, "Oh, you're doing well, you're doing well." No. Sometimes it could be that what you have been through or what you're probably going through right now is telling you something that should be done even for yourself. And before you start to talk about purpose, or before you start saying purpose as something big that is external that you should be doing to other people, why not think about it as something that you should be doing for yourself? I made up my mind that I'm going to be great. I'm not going to be small. I'm going to impact my world. But first, I need to impact myself. First, I needed to become the person. First, I needed to be that person. First, I needed to think differently. I needed to do a lot of things. I needed to grow. I started imagining myself being someone that can actually stand and talk and people will listen to. I started imagining myself as a force to be reckoned with. I started looking at myself as someone that people will look up to and say, "Oh, thank you, because your life and everything about you inspires me." And everything started right from while I was little. Now, transforming my own life by God's grace has helped me to see life differently. And there is no how you can give anything in this world without seeing that becoming better in your life is a purpose in itself. So don't let me bring this weight on you of trying to find your purpose in the world. Like, how about you see it as your own personal development, doing right by yourself, becoming the person that you imagine. I know it's not going to be easy, right? Because you can have so many challenges right now. But when you become that person, it is very easy for you to find your purpose externally. It's very easy for you to give, because you cannot even give from an empty cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And when I look back and see all the things that I've achieved by God's grace, and I'll just be thinking that where I am today is actually, or was actually, like a very big prayer point back then. That God, when am I going to get married? I've gotten married. When am I going to have my children? I have them now. When am I going to start my own business? I have started almost going to more than 8 years now. When am I going to start my own YouTube channel? I have started many years back. When am I going to start inspiring people? When am I going to start making money? When am I going to be a millionaire? When am I going to start, all of these things? When I sit down and I think about it, these are things that God has helped me to achieve. And that is because, in fact, sometimes at a point in my life, I was thinking, will I ever have an education? It was looking like it was far reaching, it was something that would not happen. But when it happened, it happened. And that was because I saw the purpose as something that is personal. First, I needed to become that person. I needed to do something. And let me give you a quick story. When I got my university degree, I was not a teenager like every other person. I was not single. I was married and already had two children. Because I actually wanted a university degree, which was part of the purpose that I wanted to achieve for myself. Because I know it is on me to do right by myself. It is on me to achieve those goals. It is on me to become better than where life threw me into while I was growing up. That is on me. It is my responsibility. And then it looks like, okay, is this dream going to come true? I want to get a university degree because before I got married, it was like I had my national certificate in education, and then I got married. It was like, married woman with a baby and a toddler want to go back to school. I was the only married woman in my class. But I did it because I was so committed that I saw myself wearing that gown, that graduation gown, and I spent 4 years. I was supposed to spend 4 years studying full time. And I studied the course that I love so much, which is psychology. And then I did it. And on that graduation day, I was so proud. And look at it now. This is like 2 years after graduation. And those 4 years looks like 4 years is a long time. 4 years is long, bro. In fact, I ended up spending 5 years because COVID 2020 took a whole year from my year of study. And here we are. I have achieved it, done and dusted, moving on to the next thing. So your purpose in life may necessarily not be something big. The world you want to impact right now. And you're looking at where you are versus where you want to go to. And it's looking like, this dream is not going to come true. How about just start by saying that my purpose in life is to do right by myself now, is to get better, is to commit to myself that I will do something and I will do it. One of the goals that I have for the Ruby Live show is to come live um, every day in the first week of September. I'm doing it. That is a purpose. When you achieve that, it's a win for you. So instead of looking at those people who are already on the big stage, they are getting booked for speaking engagements, they are raking in the millions. Why not commit to yourself and say, my purpose in life is to make my first maybe 5 million naira. That is a purpose to yourself. At least if you cannot achieve that big one yet, you can achieve that one because you have control over that. You have control over that. When I went to business school, I did not know I was going to go to a business school. All I wanted was just more in life. More, 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 more. I wanted to be more. I wanted to be better. I wanted people who knew me back then to see me and say, is this you? Like, seriously? Because then it was like a hopeless situation. And I know people be like, hmm, hmm. I know people who probably think that, you cannot go past this level. I have surprised all of them. And many of them are still shocked, like, oh, really? And they're still wondering, how did you do it? You don't need to know how. I just did it by the grace of God and with hard work and with like I was committed. Like I can never settle for less. It's not possible. I won't even have peace because if I set a goal for myself, I will do it. It's painful. I can be tired. It can be intimidating for me. it may not be, it won't even be comfortable. There is no how you can have purpose for your life and you feel or you think it's going to be comfortable. No. So look at it from another angle today. That if there is one thing that I can do for myself as a purpose to myself, and I will love myself forever for that one thing that I will do, what would that thing be? Let's start with that as a purpose. Some of you want to start your businesses and you're procrastinating. Some of you want to start posting content regularly. You cannot do that. So if you cannot commit to yourself and do what you have promised yourself to do, how do you want to live in the bigger purpose? How do you want to lead another person when you cannot lead yourself? Some of you want to wake up early to do a lot of things, but you're not able to pull yourself out of bed. Some of you want to stop scrolling away on your phone. You want to stop becoming a consumer and you want to become a creator, and you can't seem to find a way to go about it. You're looking for accountability partner. Nobody is going to drag you out of your bed. Nobody is even going to force anybody to sit down and watch this life to the end. Nobody is going to come and tell you, okay, now that I've taught you how to do this, now let me take your hand, drag your hand, force you to do it. All of those things, you already know them. But the doing is always where the problem is. Why not see that and set that as a purpose first? Master yourself. There's a book called The Mastering of Self. If I find that name, I'll probably post that book. If you don't know how to lead yourself, you cannot lead anybody. You can't even lead your family. You want to become a good mother, you have to be a good person. You want people to look up to you and say, oh, you inspire me. I love what you do. Have you mastered yourself? I mean, yourself now, just one person. I'm not talking about your son, your daughter. I mean, you now. You promise yourself to read. You have bought so many books, you cannot even open it. You have bought so many courses, you have not even opened it. And after 1 year, and the person revokes access to the class, then you go meet the person. I bought this course from you 1 year ago. I spent a lot of money. I cannot access it. And the person said, okay, you have to pay for another 1 year access. And then you are angry. You are pissed. You are saying that they want to read me. No, now it's not done. It's not done. It is not the person's fault, whether you like it or not. You had a whole year to do that and you didn't do it. You see, I'm also guilty of what I'm saying, right? Whatever I teach you, I'm also teaching myself. I have a course too because I'm currently studying to become a first responder therapist. And I've had that course. I've been doing that course for some time now. I've just not find the time to just finish it up. And I committed to it for a long time. I was doing it. So what I'm saying now is I'm still pointing the finger at myself too. So I probably just go back and finish that course because I want to get certified in that space. And if I don't take the course, I cannot get certified. So I know what to do. It is the doing that is where the problem is. And it's part of the goal that I have for myself. I want to have a certification so that I can become a certified coach. So that when I'm talking, I have the certificate to back it up. It's a purpose. Lead yourself before you lead others. It's very easy to say, right? But I tell people, if you do what I do on a daily basis, you will make what I make, even much more than that, because there are factors that may even make you make more money more than me, more than I do. There are factors that may even help you get far, 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 even faster than me. There are factors that can propel you. Some of you have family members that are willing to support you. You have family members that are willing to say, okay, you know what? I see that you're doing something serious with your life. Can I just support? Because it's not every family members that will leave their people hanging like on your own. No. We have people, even friends. Somebody can just walk up to you and say, you know what, your business is doing okay. Can I be an investor? It is possible, but you need to actually do that work first. Nobody's going to come and do that work for you. It's not possible. It is not possible. That's why I said, whatever it is that you are going through, if you want to find your purpose in life, it is how you pull through. You can draw a purpose from that. That, okay, for example, I've been through a lot. I thought about, like, okay, if I can go through this and come out of it like this, and I'm like this, why not share? Why not teach people? Why not help people through this skill and bring them out of poverty by sharing your headwear making skill? And that is why we are here having this conversation when I'm supposed to be working. But still, we'll have people who see it as boring, she's talking too much. And yet, we have people that are still here watching, taking notes that, okay, I want to do this by 2026. This is what I want to achieve. Two things, just two. I don't want to start big. Just two things. Let me just start with those two things. And if I can do it, I will celebrate myself and even buy myself a big gift. At the end of the day, it's what you do with the information that matters. I can only come and talk, 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 rant, share, share, share. But at the end of the day, people who will benefit from it will benefit from it. So at 14, I could say that at that time, I could have channeled all of those challenges into becoming someone that is selfish, someone that is wicked, someone that is insensitive by saying, after all, there was nobody there for me. I did all of this by myself. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. Yes, I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, right? But how you channel those challenges also matters. Does it break you? Does it mold you? I'm seeing your comment actually, and I'm loving your comments. You know, people give excuses. I'm a hustler. Everything you see, I did all by myself. No, something propelled you. And I can say that when you want to find your purpose in life, just look inward, look around you, look at what you're doing, look at the current challenges you're passing through, and see how you are handling that challenge. If you can pull through, just tell yourself, if I can pull through, I will maximize this opportunity and start it as a life purpose. So you're pulling through. Number one is your personal purpose to yourself. That's one. When you transform your life, you transform other people's lives. When you lead yourself, you can now lead others. So when you pull through, you have accomplished one challenge. Sorry, one purpose. You have accomplished one purpose, which is mastering yourself. You have come out of it better instead of the other way around. And then what comes next? You learn the lessons, and then you start to talk about it. You start to act it out in a better way. Oh, you share your story. I've been through this. There are people who have been in the waiting room for a long, long time. While they were waiting on God for the fruit of the womb, they had a lot of challenges. You see, all the challenges that they went through every single day during that waiting period, at the end of the day, when they come out of it, then they start to share. Now, whatever they go through during that period can probably just mold them or mar them. Some become bitter. Some other people say, you know what, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to be still. I'm just going to be calm no matter what. I'm just going to know that these people don't hate me. They're just reacting, like they're just going to channel it in a way that you'll be wondering that, even if I was one, I will never take it. There are people like that. So it depends on your mindset. It depends on where you are. As happy as I am today, as friendly as I am today, the world did not hand me many things on a platter of gold. I can actually say that if I say I'm not sharing, I am not giving, I want to become rude. I want to become ruthless. I want to become wicked. I actually have very basis to do that because there are people that have shown me shege in this life that I can say that we can never see eyeball to eyeball. But no, instead, what did I do? I said, you know what? It was even a good thing that I went through all those things because it helped me to go through the fire. And the fire refined me because I am gold. Because that's what fire does to gold. Gold goes through fire. If you see the heat that gold goes through, you'll be like, what? This fine, beautiful thing has gone through this kind of fire. So when you go through fire and challenges, how do you react? How do you respond? Because it can actually build you, it can shape you into a better person so that you can be like a light to other people and say, I've been there and back. I know what it feels like. You can be empathetic towards other people. You can say, I understand you. You can say, yes, I feel you. You can relate. So when you are sharing, you're not just sharing just because you want to share to get the accolade. You are sharing because you have been there and you understand. And that's why we find so many people ashamed to come out to share their story because it leaves a very terrible scar. And sometimes it's not always easy to go deep, 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 go back and start sharing, sharing, sharing one after the other. You just want to forget about it. But it's not about forgetting, it's about what has it made you to be. It can only be God, yes. It can only be God. So when you see people doing well now and they're doing okay, they did a lot of work, they put in a lot of years, and they have done a lot of work on themselves first. I'm going to stop here. I've said a lot. I have said a lot. I have said a lot. And I know that with this a lot that I have said, you have learned something. You have learned something. Your purpose first is to become better. And this is me just recapping. Your purpose first is to become better. Do right by yourself. If you're a bitter person, change. Like, just look deep down. What is actually causing the bitterness? What is making you so angry? What is making you so selfish? What exactly is the problem? And set a purpose and say, you know what? I'm just going to have a purpose now. Not first to change the world, but first to transform my own life and see how well or how better I can become. And then everything will start to fall in place from there. I hope you have enjoyed this segment. If you have any question for me, please feel free, and I would love to answer them. So I'm just looking at my chat like, thank you, Lord. I didn't know I have spent so much time, but thank you for watching. I appreciate you. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. If you're just joining in, please watch the replay. This episode is very powerful, and I want you to watch everything from the beginning. I'm seeing you. You're saying sorry for. I want to be sure why you're saying sorry. Oh. Okay, this is impactful. God bless you more for this. Amen. God bless you too. God bless you too. Okay, so I'm looking out for your questions actually. If you have, I can see all the love on TikTok. Thank you. If you have enjoyed this segment, please you can just throw me an emoji, wave at me. Thank you for the love on TikTok. I appreciate you a lot. If you have enjoyed it, please let me know. I have asked the question. Okay, what question is that? Let me see. Did you ask it before now? What question is that? Do you teach, or is that your question? Do you teach autogele? Yes, we do teach autogele. I have a beginner's class for autogele. So if you want to learn how to make auto billing, you can reach out to my DM, but it is for beginners only for now. But I have a membership group that is called the Vault. And for all the designs that I've ever taught since I started training people online, I have packed all of those designs into the Vault. And I have over 50 designs in that vault. When I say 50, you cannot finish all the tutorials in that vault. And that is why it is subscription based. It is subscription based, so you have to become a member of the vault to have access to it. So if you're interested in becoming a member of the vault, please reach out to me. Okay, my intention is not to sell to you here, okay, but I can just bring to you what I believe will benefit you. So if you, that vault is, I have variations, different designs, ranging from turbans, Zara caps, fascinators. I mean, premium designs that I have charged a lot of money to train people on those designs individually. And I've also made those designs for my clients and charge a lot of money for those designs. So I'll put them together in the vault so you can subscribe for either 6 months or 1 year. Okay, 6 months or 1 year. So 6 months is going to be 50,000, then 1 year is going to be 80,000. That's 20,000 naira discount if you join the vault. So if you take the 1 year plan, which I believe is better for you, 80,000 naira, you're going to be there for a whole year, enjoying yourself, learning, seeing all the designs, learn at your own pace at the comfort of your home. But if you want the 6 months, that's 50,000 naira. But I believe you want to enjoy, oh, that's how much? 50, 80, yeah, that's 20,000 naira off just for you if you join the vault. Okay, but if you don't want to join the vault, you can just take the voter hat class. Okay, the voter hat class has now become 30,000 naira. That's the news I have. But if you still want to join, you can just reach out to my DM. Okay, great. You'll be in my DM. All right. I would like to join your group. Okay, I just mentioned the vault. If you want to join the vault, please, it's a membership group where you can learn different design. All my designs that I have created with this my hands that I've made money from. I want to teach you in the vault. So reach out to me if you're interested, or just send the vault. I will know that you are from this live post, and then the 80,000 naira discount will be yours. Okay, so you take you 80,000 naira for a full year, a full year, a whole year. You'll be a member for 80,000 naira. But if you want to join for 6 months, you pay 50,000 naira. Okay, I can see somebody joining me from Ghana. Please watch the replay. We have said a lot and I need to go back to work. So thank you for joining in. I appreciate you a lot. So any other question? I have 6 minutes more to go. Okay, you want to join the vault? Send a DM. Send a DM, please. I cannot respond to you here, but when you send a vault to my DM, I know what to do and you'll be responded to. Okay, great. So I think I have said enough. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Bella Faso, please reach out to me via DM. Just send the vote and I would give you all the details so you can just pay immediately and just join in. Like, is there waiting for you to become a member? So I need to end this live stream now. If you don't have any question, I'll see you tomorrow by 4 p.m. And before I go, let me see if I can just share with you something that we're going to be learning tomorrow so that you can participate. So, the big question for you to prepare your mind for tomorrow is that now that you understand what your purpose will be or is, what are you going to do next? I've talked about finding purpose, how becoming better is a purpose, and I'm sure you must have written something down. So now that you have an idea of what you should be doing or what your purpose should be like, what next? And that's what we're going to be discussing tomorrow. So till I see you tomorrow, my name is Adiola. Thank you for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. I need to end the stream, end stream.